Gun Freak Nation, what's good with it, y'all? Don't come out here naked, baby. I'm live. You hear me? I want to tap in for a minute. Gun Freak Nation, I want to tap in for a minute. It's been a lot of positive. What up, though? What up, though, Elwick? Cowboys. What's up, Cowboys? 5x5. What up, though? What's up, Brandon? Let's talk about it, man. You know, we've been had a lot of good news in the 2A community. Here in Michigan, they don't took it back how it used to be. When you had your CPL back in the day. What's good? What's good? Well, now here in Michigan, all you need is your CPL now, and you ain't got to go through that background check. Thank God. And here's the crazy thing. When I first got my CPL, I'm thinking that I can skip the line. I go in there and buy me a gun. Here's my CPL, and boom. As soon as I got my CPL license, that's when they was like, nah, you still got to do a background check. I said, that's some bullshit. Straight up bullshit, right? So now it's back how it used to be now, where you just show, you know, but I'm not buying no more guns no time soon, man. I'm trying to sell the ones I got, which I don't sold the majority of them, but another thing everybody is getting excited over is the suppressor thing. I think that's cool that if it passed the Senate, that it would be basically a suppressor. And this is for the people that don't know. You know, everybody that watched my channel was not really into 2A shit, politics and all that bullshit. They just like to have a good time, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But back in the day, if you wanted a suppressor, you had to wait damn near a year. You had to pay the extortion fee of $200, and then you gotta wait damn near a whole year just to get something that you screw on your firearm. I'm trying to refrain from cussing, and it makes your gun just a little bit more quieter. So I still don't get the point of it. Now, this is no hate on anybody that wants to be the cool guy, cause you just get your cool. I mean, I get it. It do make the gun look a lot cooler. But what the fuck does it do? Anybody in here that has a fucking suppressor? Cause I've met people that own suppressors that say they not all that. They dirty up, they funk up your gun. They gulk it up. It's gunk all in it. It nasty your gun up. It's a lot of gunk, a lot of funk, and it just, if you don't shut your ass up, Prince. Listen. Then they said it's accuracy issues that they had with it. Now, every time when somebody tried to sell me on getting a suppressor, they use that same old lame ass scenario. T! You're gonna blow your eardrums out if somebody breaking up in your house and you have to put one in them, then you're gonna blow your eardrums out. So this is why you need a suppressor, because you're not gonna blow your eardrums out. Well, first and foremost, I know so many people that got suppressors and they still gotta put on ear pros. And then if you have to send somebody to Funky Town if they done broke up in your house, I'm talking about this specific scenario that everybody hit me with. T, you need that suppressor so you can save your eardrums, your ears. You don't want to blow your eardrums out when you blow that Savage array to Funky Town, right? Okay. I get it. That's if you get the first shot. But when Savages break in your house, they coming in your house armed. And them motherfuckers, the pick of the choosing is on them. They're the ones that's gonna decide when they bounce, when they hop, when they invade. They might catch you off guard or something, you know what I'm saying? My thing is, me personally, if you like suppressors, if that's what you like, then knock yourself out. Enjoy yourself. But to me, they're not practical. They dirty up your gun. You still need to put on ear pros when you shoot the motherfucker. What's the fucking point of it? So I got about 50 people. T, I know you getting a suppressor now. Nah, fuck a suppressor. Before I spend $800-900 on a suppressor, I'll buy another gun, which I'm not buying no more guns. You understand? What's up, Cam? What's up, C and B? I mean, C and B, I called you Cam, my brother, man. My bad. Anyway, let's talk about it. I mean, how y'all feel about the suppressors, man? I don't get excited. Not because I don't care for suppressors, but I don't get excited over something that should have been that way in the first place. Why get excited over something that should have been your right? That should have been our rights to begin with. Whose idea of it was to take a muzzle device, basically, that's what a suppressor is, some type of muzzle device, and make it an NFA item and charge motherfuckers $200, a extortion fee of $200 to buy it. Then you got to wait over a year. And I understand the wait time went down. It went from like a year to like 6 months, and then somebody told me they got theirs in 3 days. It went to like 2 weeks. Then somebody told me they got their suppressor in like 2 or 3 days. I just don't. Can somebody educate me? Can somebody fill me in on Right. I'm not, it just, I get it. I think the only gun that I ever considered getting a suppressor for was that B&T TP9. When I saw that motherfucking, it's a proprietary suppressor. You just can't slap any suppressor on it. Now I hear that they have upgraded it to they got an adapter that you can install on it, and you can put any suppressor on it. But on the B&T originally, you only could put one type of suppressor, and that was their suppressor. It was a proprietary. But the motherfucker shot like shit, and I hated that trigger on there. It was a trigger that actually slid. The trigger slides on it, and I just couldn't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's talk about it. What's going on, Gun Freak Nation? What's going on in y'all neck of the woods? What's going on? Everybody keep on talking about some type of somebody keep talking about some type of stabbing that happened in Texas or something, where somebody stabbed someone in self-defense. I mean, I didn't know too much about the issue, but people keep on emailing me and leaving it in the comments, and They want to know my take on it, my opinion on it. I mean, I'm here now, so if anybody got any questions, please feel free to ask me now. Because I don't know, fill me in on this. I just heard somebody got unalived. They got stabbed to death, and it happened at a school, which is nothing new. Unfortunately, that's nothing new. But why is everybody making a big deal about it? Is it racial? Is it, I don't know. Fill me in, y'all. Oh, Carmelo? Yeah, that name. I thought when they said Carmelo Anthony, I thought they was talking about the basketball player. I said, oh shit, Carmelo Anthony don't stab somebody, man. His career is over. But it's not the NBA player. Okay, I'm getting some text. That 45, you know what? You can put a suppressor on that Chris Vector. What else I got? I still got the PDX, which that's on the chopping block too. The Maximum Defense PDX, that's on the chopping block. What I don't like about it, you got to go through all kind of shit just to take that hate break off and to put a suppressor on this. So I would never suppress that gun. If I was to get a suppressor, I probably would get me another 300 blackout. I would get me a 300 blackout. That was designed to be suppressed. Okay, Brandon. Wait a minute, hold on. What's up? Somebody deleted something. It said too white. I couldn't. Hey, Brandon, can you? All I say is two white boys approached a black boy, and somebody, one of my mods, deleted the comment. Can y'all fill me in on it? What's going on, mod? Leave the comment up. When Brandon, can you retype it if you feel up to it? I wanna see what this is about. Because I know specifically it's been you been asking me questions. What's my opinion on it? There's a lot of negatives about suppressors. Not just the text out or it being NFA. They are cool and all, just not for me. Hey, brother, you share my same sentiments. I don't get the point of it. But that's not me judging somebody else. What's good for you is good for you. What's good for me is good for me. What I eat don't make you shit, and what you eat, it don't make me shit. So, but that's just for all of the people that's asking me, T, are you going to get a suppressor now? I think it's cool that, I hope the law do make it through the Senate where you could just walk up in there and just, they treating suppressors like any other accessory, and you can just buy it and go home with the motherfucker, I think that's cool. T, would you consider a linear comp? They just redirect the... Yeah, I'm all for that. I just never got with why them motherfucking suppressors is so expensive. You can buy about 2 or 3 Palmetto State Armory guns for one suppressor. Now, I have seen some for as low as $200, but that's for like the 22s, long rifles, or... I don't get it. The Z-Pap, I sold that Z-Pap about 2 weeks ago. The Z-Pap gone. Now I'm gonna keep my Micro Draco. That's one of my keepers. I'm gonna keep it, even though the Z-Pap, I feel it's just as good, if not better, the build quality on it. But I let it go like I let the first one go. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a place right now, not that I have to explain myself, but I'm just in a different place right now, you know, when it comes to guns. But you'll never, come on, man, this is the prayers right now. You ain't gonna catch me empty-handed without, I'm at least keep 2 or 3 of them motherfuckers, you know. Anybody want to fill me in on the Carmelo Anthony situation? Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. Why am I? Okay, wait a minute, hold on. Can anybody fill me in? Oh, okay, I got it. Okay. All right, it says two white boys approach black kid, senior, he's a senior at a high school track meet. White boy had put hands on the black kid, and the black kid stuck the white boy with a knife. White boy died in his twin brother's arm. Man. Okay. Alright. So you want my thoughts on that situation? So what was the hype? I'm hearing that people got mad because people was doing fundraisers and on for both families. If you ask me, the whole situation is tragic. The whole situation is tragic. And what makes it even more fucked up is that you have certain groups or demographics, people that want to make it into something that it should not be. And I'm not down with using race to further my agenda or narrative, or it sounds like some kids had a misunderstanding, a dispute, and nobody was willing to walk the fuck away. You know what I'm saying? I don't know whether this kid felt his life was in danger and he had to do what he had to do, because I'm all for self-defense, you know, but I'm tired. Everybody want to take a fucking gun or a knife to a fist fight, man. Nobody want to take an ass whooping no more. I don't got my ass whooped before, and I don't gave out some ass whoopings. But the situation seems to be, because especially when somebody is black and somebody is white, you gotta watch out, because the devil will use that shit to try to blow up a situation and make it worse than what it is, to try to divide people. Charles Manson did that shit back in the 60s, y'all. When Charles Manson, he tried to start a race war, all right? He had this cult, motherfuckers that would do anything this nigga told them to do. And when I say nigga, you know, Charles Manson is a white man, you know, but nigga could be anybody. So this nigga had a cult. He was sending them out to kill people he didn't like, people that he had a problem with, that he was beefing with. And then some of them motherfuckers he killed was just innocent, didn't have shit to do with nothing. And everybody know one of the most famous murders that they did was Sharon Tate. When they went up in there and did their home invasion and unalived them people and wrote pig on the wall so everybody can think it was black folks that did that shit. Yes, the motherfucker tried to start a race war when it was they asses that did it, white people that did that shit. So you have to be careful. Don't feed into the bullshit. Another thing I get hit with And they call me Uncle Toms and Coons and all that shit. And I'm not. I'm so far from that. I just, you know, I can just see through the bullshit. Like another hot topic, Kyle Rittenhouse. The big rumor is he went there to kill black folks, right? He crossed state lines with a rifle. He broke the law. But the main narrative that I hear from a certain demographic is that he went there to use that AR-15 on black folk. So people will go on a social media site and hear all this shit, and they'll just take it in, don't question it, don't do no research, and they'll just take it for what it is and think that it's true. Me, I don't think he went there to harm a fly. I think he went there to protect neighborhoods. He went there to protect businesses, because these Black Lives motherfuckers, and let's just call it for what the fuck it is. That was a fraud. Them motherfuckers got rich off of that. As black people, we have always been exploited. And the worst of the worst is our own kind, the same skin color that does this shit. But yeah, he went there to, you know, protect, to do patrols, to protect storefronts, businesses, whatever. And I think it was a noble cause. I think it was a good deed. And we got people in the 2A that's saying this shit. Now, if I'm not mistaken, all Carl Rittenhouse victims were not, all of them was white people. If I'm not mistaken. They were white people, not black people. And this is what pisses, let me turn this motherfucker off. This is what pisses me off, especially in the 2A community. If you're in the 2A community, you should know better not to fall for that bullshit. You cannot be in a true 2A community and still be holding on to these racist ass you can't be that, man. You can't be that way. At least not around me. I don't give a fuck what your nationality or race is, man. I go by right and I go by wrong. And because you go up on some type of extreme hate site and they say, oh, Carl Rittenhouse went there. He went there to kill black folks. Okay. If the majority of the motherfuckers that's in the protest happen to be black, and they trying to burn down, because see, what y'all need to realize is that it's a difference between protesting and rioting. Ain't nothing wrong with protesting. Ain't nothing wrong with protesting what you stand for, what you believe in, right? But when that protest start where it's starting to terrorize people, and you burning down businesses and you burning down police stations and you terrorizing, you showing up on people's property and shit, it's no longer a peaceful protest, it's a fucking riot, it's a fucking mob. So if that mob is trying to break, if I lived in Seattle or Portland, wherever it happened at, and I had a business, and I got all these riled up, rowdy motherfuckers that the Democrats instigated this shit and sparked this shit off. And I ain't even trying to play politics right now, but I'm fucking pissed off at this. I would want somebody to come and help me too. These motherfuckers at that particular time was talking about defund the police. That's the most stupidest shit I ever heard. They were talking about defund the cops. Then you had the Minnesota governor, this bitch motherfucker, let them burn down the police station. So if I was there in Portland or wherever it happened at, I would welcome outsiders or insiders to come and protect my business. I don't give a fuck whether you're black, white, purple, gray, gay, straight. It don't matter. You on a righteous mission. You trying to protect my business. Did he fuck up when he was there? Yes, he did. I don't know how he got lost in the sauce and ended up being by himself. He fucked up, you know. But did he fuck up when he had to unalive some of the motherfuckers? No, absolutely. Fuck no, he didn't. Fuck no. Fuck no, he did not. Because that motherfucker that he unalived was trying to take his AR-15. He was trying to take his rifle. So if a motherfucker, this is what I'm talking about, these crazy liberal motherfuckers, these leftist motherfuckers, these Antifa motherfuckers, these Black Lives Matters motherfuckers. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Because they let these Democrats get in their motherfucking head and it emboldens them and think they can just do any motherfucking thing. And that ain't the case. I'll be damned if I let a motherfucker chase me down and take my gun and use it against me. Because if you crazy enough to try to take my AR-15 away from me, then you crazy enough to use that motherfucker on me and take my life with it. Think about that shit. This motherfucker was crazy enough to try to take. When you see a motherfucker with an AR-15 and you ain't got one or no kind of gun, then you run your motherfucking ass away. That's common sense. You run. You don't chase after the motherfucker that got the AR-15. That let you know they were some crazy motherfuckers and they got just what the fuck they deserved. And that's why he's a fucking hero to me, because when they took him to trial, they tried to, even the funky ass prosecutors were like, well, you just should have took an ass whooping. Well, motherfucker, they wasn't just gonna whoop his ass. They was gonna take that man's life or that teenager's life with his own gun. Some of the sick things and the sick things that people believe in. If you're going to be 2A, be fucking 2A and have love for your brothers no matter what their skin tone is. Because guess what? When the shit hit the fan and when it come down to it, you going to turn that right man away. When he got his AR-15 and he's trying to protect your black ass, your family, you gonna turn him right now. You're not good enough. You're a white guy. You're not good enough. I don't want you protecting me. That's fucked up. And it's people that really think like that. And I'm talking about it on black people. I'm talking about racist white people that wouldn't want you helping them because you were black. We living in a fucked up world. And it's all kind. The devil is using any and everything it can to try to divide us when we are all, at the end of the day, brothers and sisters. We're all brothers and sisters, you know? But religion, politics, and race, they were put here to, to divide us. There is no real religion. There's not. There's only one God, and that's the Most High. And that's if you decide to believe in Him or her. That's if you whatever you believe in. But all this religious, nah, man. It was put there to divide us, just like race. Just like you have these little stories, like the woman that called the little autistic black kid a nigger at a park. And she got threatened, rightfully so, with her racist ass. But a lot of people, I guess, shared the same sentiment and raised her like $700,000 or something like that in her GoFundMe, so she can buy a home because they said she was being harassed and shit. I don't know how I feel about it. She should have just kept her fucking mouth shut, calling a little kid the N-word. So I don't give two fucks about you or feel, you know, but let's just be honest. Just we in the most we in the best country in the world right now. America. But America is sick and flawed and still full of hate. And yes, there's racism out there. But I don't let that determine what I'm going to do with my life. If you want to be a racist motherfucker, whether you white, black, Hispanic, or whatever, that ain't got shit to do with me. It ain't going to stop me from what I need to do. And if you do get in my motherfucking way, I'm going to knock you the fuck out. I'm gonna knock you out my motherfucking way. And it might be with my PDX. If you got something, then I'm gonna have something. That's why you got to have that funky tone tool. See, it's all coming together right now. It's all coming together full circle. It ain't about black. It ain't about right no more. It's about us. It's about us coming together as human beings, brothers and sisters. And once when you get that type of divine, you know, knowledge and you know the truth, don't fall for the devil's tricks, man. People bait me and ask me questions all the time, trying to bait me. And I'll never turn against my right brother that I know that really got my back. I'll never turn against my black brother, my Chinese, my Asian brother, my Hispanic brother. Because we got that, we're brothers. We can't look at each other. Race was put here to divide us. George Zimmerman. Y'all want the brutal truth about what really went down with George Zimmerman and down there in Florida with Trayvon Martin? Y'all really want to know what the fuck that went down? Because you know the left, they jumped on that. And they demonized the fuck out of it, and they used that for ratings. People like the national media and the left, the machine, the deep state, whatever the fuck you want to call them, it's a money maker, y'all. They making money. The news, CNN, MSNBC, they making money. Those are ratings. They blew that motherfucker situation out of proportion and divided the whole fucking country. What we will do to make a coin, to make some money, man. We'll sell out like a motherfucker. We will sell out like a motherfucker. Now, you want my opinion on George Zimmerman and the Trayvon Martin situation? I think my opinion is George Zimmerman was a punk, bitch ass, sucker, wannabe motherfucking cop that took a gun to a motherfucking fist fight. He didn't have no right to try to detain somebody that's walking home from the 7-Eleven, from the, you know, whatever, where he got his, you know, Skittles and Arizona. His Skittles in Arizona. That could have been my kid. And I damn sure don't want no motherfucking stranger, no motherfucking weirdo, no motherfucking neighborhood patrol stopping my kid and question him like he's a motherfucking cop. You dig what I'm saying? So I think he was flat wrong. When he got off that motherfucking car and that dispatcher was like, no, sir, you don't need to get off the car. Don't follow him. And that motherfucker did it anyway. He deserved to get his ass whooped. Now, what I think what happened is when he confronted Trayvon Martin, I think he tried to detain him until the police got there. Or some type of altercation happened, and the motherfucker got his ass whooped. And when Trayvon was getting the best of him, he pulled out a gun and he shot him. Now, he been doing a lot of racist shit, you know, selling shit to neo-Nazis and Klan and all that. I get it. I get it. You can't get no job no more. The media don't demonize you as a racist, you the poster child for being the bigot, the racist now. You got to do what you got to do to survive. He sold the gun for like 100,000 or 200,000. I don't know what sick motherfucker wanted that gun in his collection, but it's all kind of riddles. It's America, man. You know, it's all kind of riddles in this weird motherfuckers, weirdos in this motherfucker, right? So he's pandering to the audience that's supporting him right now, and that's the far right motherfuckers. That's the racist motherfuckers. That's a bunch of white people that support him, right racist motherfuckers that feel like Trayvon Martin was just a thug and he put the thug in the grave. And it's fucked up that we got racist motherfuckers that think like that. You know, it's fucked up. And this is why I say, get armed, because evil will be evil, and it comes in every color. And it's just as simple as that. You got all that shit. If you a racist motherfucker where you can just walk into a a grocery store and just kill any and everything black, all them elderly women that passed away in New York, in Buffalo, New York, when that racist went in that fucking grocery store, you got motherfuckers celebrating that and think that was a good deed? And then what about when the racist motherfucker went into that Dollar General in, I forget, in Texas or whatever, Florida? And don't forget the church, when that racist motherfucker went in that church. So let's get down to this shit. Is it that they were racist that make that crime all that much, evil? I think that's a special kind of evil when you target somebody that never done anything to you, but you see their color, their skin color, and you just automatically want to kill. That's demonic. That's evil. And it's been white people targeted because they right and been killed. It's just as evil. Can't you see that this is the devil at work, that this is his play, and we all just actors in it, man? This is his world, and we're all just actors in it. We got to stay righteous. We got to stay armed, because you just never know when you're going to come in contact with an evil, sinister motherfucker. It could be somebody that look just like you, but they ain't got the best intentions for you. They will unalive you, rob you, rape you, whatever. The day when y'all realize just how fucked up this world is the day that you will become safe. Because you will know to keep your head on a swivel and to always be on alert. Stay ready. Get ready. If you already ready, you ain't got to get ready, right? Okay, I want to play devil's advocate. Look at Detroit, Milwaukee, Chicago. Who's getting shot and by who? Who's getting shot and by who? Maybe it's my I ain't got my glasses on now, law enforcement background, but I can recognize a pattern. Well, you know what? In these urban areas, Midwest rifleman, it's a concrete jungle. You know what I'm saying? In my community, I'm gonna say some uncomfortable truths, man. I go out, go to the gas station, go to Coney Island. It can be any kind, any type of the day. If something gonna go down, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And it can be at the hands of somebody that look just like me. Or I can go out there in the suburbs and, as you notice, I like to do my shopping at my Walmart. They ain't in the hood. Some can go down there. I don't got certain strange, crazy looks. So the bottom line is, at the end of the day, you got evil everywhere. Evil comes in every shade. Soon as you get rid of that black, right, and all that, you're going to be better off. because evil comes in every shade. Black people kill black people. White people kill white people. Hispanic people kill Hispanic people. You understand? We have to rise above to the point to where we can't look at race no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not an important factor. You look at right here, your heart. You know what I'm saying? Because people that think like that, Midwest Rifleman, if that's what you was getting at, okay, well, y'all kill each other all the time. You know, black people kill each other all the time. So what's the solution? Other than you just kick back and just point the finger and be like, y'all some violent motherfuckers. What's the solution, though? Because if you feel that way and say y'all just some violent motherfuckers, that's all of the high crime area, let me get away from y'all. But see, when you think like that, you're isolating yourself, because everybody in the hood, everybody that's black, ain't no criminal, ain't no murderer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody stereotypes and profiles people. I've done it. It's a natural human thing. If I go into a right neighborhood, I'm looking over my shoulder because I don't know what Karen watching me. I don't know what racist motherfucker, right motherfucker that might think I'm up to no good, because he's seeing all this shit on the news where niggas is killing each other. He see my black ass. Oh shit, we got a nigga. Let me get my gun. And that's the same way pretty much Ahmaud Arbery lost his life. I wouldn't have never been walking around. I'm not comfortable enough to be walking around in the right neighborhood like that. And I ain't got a racist bone in I don't have a racist bone in my body. But I also got common sense. I'm not gonna go to no unfamiliar right neighborhood and just be walking my black ass around sticking out like a sore thumb. Because you don't know what type of right folks them is. It might be some righteous ones, or it could be some racist motherfuckers. And that's exactly how that brother lost his life. And I said, man, what's wrong with this? When I first heard about the Ahmaud Arbery story, and I saw the footage of when he was killed, I said, that was a crazy motherfucker anyway. Why is he trying to take this shotgun away from this white dude? And the white dude shot him with the shotgun. He was tussling with him, trying to take that shotgun away from him. And I get it, because I wouldn't want nobody trying to take no shotgun away from me either, because I'm scared once they get that shotgun, they're going to use that shotgun on me. So I get it. But come to find out, he was a racist motherfucker, and they chased that man down. Ran him off in ditches and everything, calling him nigger and everything. When they did that other trial, all them racist ass text messages, and man, I just wish Ahmaud Arbery would have been armed to put them motherfuckers in their place in Funky Town. And he may still have been here. You have to be armed against these devils. Don't y'all know that racism is a form of evil and it's devilish? It's devilish. Man, and it gets on my nerves. And then I get people emailing me, you know, well, how you feel about this? How you feel about that? I said, you know what? If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. Read some of these messages. All right, Jason Jackson, Midwest Rifleman, you should call out your own. But from what I see, you never call out your own. One thing, you know what, I gotta agree with you, Jason. You know, one thing I've had people want to come on, you know, certain people want to come on my channel and do lives and shit. I would never have someone, even though I don't believe in race and all that stuff. I don't believe in racism, of hell no, but I don't really believe in race no more. I don't believe in race. We heroes, but I would never let somebody, especially if they of another persuasion, come on my channel and just put down, my people and talk shit and, talk down. No, that's not gonna happen here. If you're gonna talk down on your people flaws too. Because everything we get accused of doing or that we do, y'all do too. It might not be on a bigger scale as ours, but it happens. It happens. It happens. It's right thieves, it's right murderers, rapists. It's come on, man. We cannot stoop this low and point the finger. All this finger pointing. We not gonna get nowhere with that. We're not getting anywhere with that. We more intelligent than that. We have to rise above that type of thinking. I don't even think the caveman thought like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me read some more of these Midwest. Midwest, man, you don't got a lot of people riled up. What the fuck did you say? You are what your father is. Keep in mind, all criminal activity isn't reported criminal. Listen, see, just me bringing up certain things, touchy subjects. Now I got a little confusion in my chat. No, we not gonna tolerate no type of racist, none of that shit. I'm not gonna tolerate it. I don't care who you are. I'm not gonna tolerate it. I didn't start this up to spark all this weight. Y'all stop. We got to stop being so motherfucking sensitive. But if somebody be respectful, we got to put them in their fucking place. I'm not going to tolerate that here in the nation. It's not going to happen. But yes, in the hood, it is dangerous when you can lose your life. But I'm not looking at it from a colored thing. I'm looking at it from evil. We got evil and we got righteousness. Let's stick to that. Okay? What's up, nephew? Man, come on. Hey, look. I don't want this racial. Let's kill this racial shit. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it as it's only one race, and that's the human race. Fuck all of the shit. We got the ills of society, man. There's a lot of shit that go on in the hood. A lot of shit while people got fucked up thinking like that and shit, you know? Violence. But that's everywhere. Not just in the hood. It's in the suburbs. It's all over the motherfucking world. And we have to be armed. We are the lions. We are the gatekeepers to peace. We the only ones that can control that our that can protect our peace. You understand? We got to be peacemakers. Jason, you're right. Absolutely. Not everyone is human. Why do you think I call them savages? But savages come in every color. Okay? Savages come in every color. Thank you, AR American. And brother, he's a white man. He might look like a fucking skinhead. He might look like one of the most racist motherfuckers that you would ever want to cross. But you cannot judge a book by its cover. That brother is like a brother to me. I don't give a fuck that he's pale or his skin is white. What the fuck that got to do with it? But if you saw this nigga, if you see this nigga right here, you're going to swap him down that he's a former, KKK wizard or a specialist skinhead. And I can say that shit because my brother AR American has said that shit his damn self. All right? So it's nothing racist about it. We have to stop all this finger pointing and all this fucking racist bullshit. You need to realize you're falling for the okie doke, man. That's the devil trying to divide us. We are all the same. I've had white women. I had a Mexican as a girlfriend. I had a 2 or 3 white women. And guess what? If they didn't wash their ass, they pussy stank too. Just because she was white don't mean her pussy don't stink. Just because she was Mexican don't mean her pussy stank. They had to keep it clean too, just like a black woman. So look. This is not the way that it's supposed to be. God didn't put us here on this earth to be killing and fighting one another and hating one another. The biggest thing is the way this world is set up, the money system, man. The root of all evil is not money. Money is just paper. It's what money represents. It's the lack of money is the root of all evil, the lack of it. And people willing to do anything and everything to get to that money. Ain't no more values and moral codes and all that shit no more, man. People are throwing you under the bus, man. Everybody, we living in a selfish world. And this is why all this racism and all this religion shit, all this politics shit, this is the reason why it has survived for centuries since the beginning of fucking time. Because everybody is selfish. And we have to stop that. We got to come back to how God really wanted it to be. Instead of all that money system, let's have a love system. Pay it forward. Pay it with love. But we living in a corrupt world. Okay? I once knew this white guy. I ain't talked to him. Been some years. But it was like about 5 years ago. I said, man, look, go get you a White Lives Matter shirt, because guess what? Your life matters. Don't let nobody guilt trip you. Did you own some slaves back in the day? How many slaves did you hang? How many slaves did you rape? How many slaves, And he's like, I didn't do any of that. I wasn't even born. So why are you scared to throw on this White Lives Matter? Because listen, man. Listen. If this shit makes sense, I'm just trying. You got certain white folk that fall for the okie doke. I want you to be a proud white person, just like I'm a proud black person. I don't even see myself as any color. I'm just a proud human being, an American. I'm a proud human being. I think that's what really matters at the end of the day. We have to stop. We have to elevate our way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? We can, another thing, to my people, let's get upset and equally outraged when we kill each other. Let's not wait for a white person to do it, a white racist motherfucker to do it, or a white police officer to do it, or a black police officer to do it. Let's get equally upset when we do it to ourselves. Don't go to marching and protesting because somebody white do it, because that only means that you really do think that they're superior to us. If you're making a big deal because they did it, you understand? We should be equally outraged when we do that to ourselves. The likelihood that I would be taken out by a skinhead or KKK, I'm more likely to be killed by somebody that look like me. And it's the truth. And you know it. And you know it. I need everybody to chill the fuck out and close your eyes. Sometimes in order to see, you got to close your eyes and understand just how wicked this world is. And that it ain't no color. There's no color assigned to hate. There's no color assigned to evil. There's no color assigned to being wicked. And when you realize that, the better off you will be, the more righteous you will be. And when I say righteous, I'm not talking about no punk. I'm not talking about no turn the other cheek. I'm talking about somebody. Jesus was a gangster, man. He didn't fuck around. He would have your motherfucking head. When he saw evil, when he encountered evil, he ended, he unalived it, all right? He hung with murderers. Moses was I believe, murderer. The other guy was a fornicator. The other woman, was it Mary? She was then they said she was a whore or something like that. But anyway, the bottom line is, you have to be righteous. You got to. That's the only way you're going to have peace beyond this world, because we didn't, life is short. You understand? Life is short. I'm worried about the niggas that look like me. When I leave out my apartment, they want to hurt me based on the car I drive and shoes I wear. That's why I'm strapped up every day. I leave out my place. You know what, brother, nephew? I feel you. I understand. We under siege. You understand? But it still don't take out the bigger picture of, evil comes in every race. And I'm telling you, listen, everybody got their own what's the word? Profiling and all that shit. Say, for example, we get a report of a white guy in a van going around, just doing weirdo shit, man. Just, showing his dick or trying to grab little kids or crazy fuck shit like that. You better believe if I see a white guy in my all black neighborhood on my street and he in a van, you better believe I'm gonna look at this motherfucker and keep my eye on this motherfucker, because it just might be that motherfucking pervert. So yeah, everybody got that, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's called being a human being. It's called having common motherfucking sense. You know what I'm saying? If I'm at Myers or something, and I see a guy come in there and he happen to be right and he got a big ass backpack on, I don't think that this might be one of them racist motherfuckers that's coming to shoot the place up? Huh? I'm gonna keep my eye on that motherfucker. Shit. We gotta stop falling for the okie doke. Okay? We got to stop. Midwest Rifleman, what are you? Okay, what's going on in the chat? What's going on in the chat? Midwest don't piss somebody off. Midwest Rifleman, see, you always want to pick a side. That is the problem. Midwest Rifleman, what's going on? What's going on, Midwest Rifleman? I want to know what's going on. Something going on in the chat that I'm not privy to, because I want to know what's going on, because it ain't going to be no racist shit tolerated in the Gun-Free Nation. Okay, now I know who I'm dealing with. You are what I call a, I don't even know. I can't even see that 5150. Have a good one, bro. Follow me, the channel twice. That's all. I don't get what's going on. Ain't no side to be picking. If you're gonna pick listen, there is no pick a side. You either gonna be on the righteousness or you're gonna be on the wicked. That's the only side that we need to be on. That's the only side we need to be on. The righteous side, not the wicked. See, I'm trying to diffuse this situation. Listen, listen, listen. Here we are. Here we are. Hear me. Y'all chill out. We all family here. We're all family here. We're family here. I don't give a fuck what your skin tone is. Stop get the fuck out your feelings. Get the fuck up out your feelings and see it for what it really is. The truth is, we're all brothers and sisters here. And we got to have love for one another, uplift one another. We ain't down with that shit. We not gonna sit down and talk about a certain demographic, a certain race, and think that's cool. We can't tolerate that. Check yourself. Now I don't know if Midwest, if he said anything shiesty or whatever, but I'm not gonna tolerate that. We not gonna shit on no demographic. We just telling it for what it is. We living in a wicked world. Okay? And I live in a world where I can risk getting my head blown the fuck off if I want me a snack at 3 o'clock in the morning going to the gas station. But that can happen any fucking where. Anywhere. So can we get some clarity here? Oh man. Look, y'all, yo. So any more questions? Yo, come on. Chill with the name calling. Chill. Hey, yo, please. This is not it. This is not the channel. This is not the channel for that. This is not the channel for that. Y'all, please, come on now. We all one big happy family here. Sometimes we may not agree on everything. We bump heads here with my brothers, my blood brothers. We would bump head and have our fights and shit. But at the end of the day, you ain't going to touch them. You ain't going to talk about them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's still my brother. At the end of the day, that's family. And I'm trying to tell y'all right now, we might be having some disagreements, but it's all fucking love. Okay? So let's be respectful for one another. Let's have love for one another. Yeah. I mean, agree to disagree. Agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? And let's get this 100% clear. I'm not going to have nobody on here. I'm not going to tolerate nobody in here trying to dog on or talk shit about a certain demographic. That's not going to fly. Okay? That will not be tolerated here in the gun-free nation. Okay? We living in a world, but this world is not perfect. We live in a wicked world that was designed by the devil. And my only thing is, I'm trying to put the message out to y'all to get armed, because you just never know when that devil, when that savage, when that demon is going to strike. It will be, I promise you this, when that devil strike, it will be when you least expect it. When you least expect it is when it will pounce on you. So you need to just stay ready at all times. I don't want to introduce nothing that's going to break my people, my family apart. So for y'all, close your eyes right now and be like, I'm a human being. I'm a fucking human being, first and foremost. Fuck all this race shit, man. That shit is just so out there and just so evil. It was put here to divide us. I'm not saying don't love yourself, but damn, be a fucking human being first. A decent human being, a righteous human being. Please. Baby, I don't got an argument up in the chat room. Fuck. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna get back to making music, and I wanna say, look, let's pray for a better world, a better life, a better version of ourselves. Keep that Funky Town Center nearby, you know, because you just never know when you will have to need that. You know what I'm saying? In the Bible, it says, sell your cloak and buy yourself a sword. Well, I say, you know, I sold a bunch of mine because I don't need all the motherfuckers, and I'm just not there no more. I don't have the passion no more. But I still got my common fucking sense. I know when the devil come to my doorstep, I know the answer to that motherfucker with my Funky Town Center, so I can send his ass right back to hell where he come from. Because y'all need to realize we living in a devil world. And any one of them, anybody can be possessed by them. Whether you white, black, Hispanic, Asian, it don't fucking matter. It don't matter. Alright, yo, I'm gonna try to do this every night, okay? Well, I'm gonna go live. I'm done with the videos and uploading the videos, man. I like to actually feel my people. I like to talk to y'all in real time, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Alright? Any more questions? Would anybody like to ask me before I jump off, though? Any more questions? Baby, I gotta get some more batteries for this mouse right here. This motherfucker suck. I'm gonna have to hook that other mouse up. For real. Anyway, y'all, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You know, this is a place of love. This is a place of righteousness. This is a place of me being silly. You know, I just, look, like my brother Saint say, if you know better, you will do better. You feel me? If you know better, you will do better. All right? No, Midwest Rifleman, I don't know what you said to piss everybody off, but you know better too. You can't be on here, you know, saying no racist shit. I don't give a fuck how true it is. You still gotta have some respect. Oh shit. You did. We in the valley of death. You know what I'm saying? We navigating through the valley of death. That's the name of that beat right there, Valley of Death. You understand? So, every day, when we step outside our front door, we are in the valley of death. And it could come at any motherfucking time. And things have gotten so bad that even when you're in your house, your house is in the valley of death. Alright? So, if you got common sense, you're going to get you that Funky Town too. Okay? And when that devil come for you, you're going to look him dead in his motherfucking devilish eyes and be like, go back to Funky Town where you belong. I don't care what your skin color is. I don't care whether you're black, white, yellow, purple, blue, green, come to do harm. So guess what? I'm going to get you before you get me. How about that? I'm going to get you before you get me. Much love, y'all. Alright, damn, man. Y'all deleting each other's messages? Come on, man. Alright, look. Gun Freak Nation. Much love to you. I'm out of here, y'all. Much love to the Gun Freak Nation. Listen. Stand tall. Stand proud. Represent your righteousness with your firearm. When they try to take that motherfucker, when they try to come in there, when they try to bend you over, bend their asses over. You understand? And stick that funky town sender up their ass and pull that trigger. Because we are the righteous ones. We're not falling for that shit. Devil, get out my way. Get the fuck out my way. You understand? We navigating through this thing called life. And when we leave this motherfucker, we don't... I ain't never met a motherfucker that died and came back. So, when you're gone, your ass is gone. You understand? Do you need a motherfucking gun? Do you need a gun? Do a dead man need a casket? Is a dead man's dick, do a dead man's dick stink? And do we need a casket? They both do. So yeah, get you a motherfucking gun. Okay? Get you a motherfucking gun so you ain't got to run. You understand? Don't be no bitch and run when the motherfuckers break up in your motherfucking house. Be a motherfucking real man, be a motherfucking real woman, and be like, nah, motherfucker, I'm gonna make you do some ducking and dodge, and I'm about to make your motherfucking ass tap dance now. We not... Listen. Fight! Wait a minute, hold on. Is that Saint? We got Saint the Rip off. Saint, you need to be up in here. Why you out there? You need... Fam, you need to be up in here. You need to be up in here. Anyway... We the lions, alright? We the gatekeepers. Keep evil out of your, out of your life. Be ready at all times, And if you in the 2A community, let me end this motherfucker right now. Before I leave, if you're in the 2A community, you got to love everybody. Okay? Love everybody. Stop coming up with this corny ass shit to try to divide us. Like when somebody got victimized and they happen to be black and the person that did it is right. Everything ain't got to be racist. So stop using those examples to feel how you feel. Stop holding on to that shit. Stop holding on. If somebody did you dirty in the past, let that shit go. Because if you don't let it go, it's gonna overtake you. It's gonna overwhelm you. It's gonna consume you. Let that shit go. Forgive and move the fuck on. Learn your lesson and move the fuck on. You know how a person is. Stop dealing with them. Cut that person out your life. Move the fuck on. And us, as black people, because I'm going to go there right now, we got to move the fuck on. Let go of the motherfucking past, man. Let that shit go. Because you know what? It's going to keep you. You got to break them chains. We got to break the chains that's on our mind, that's on our brains, man. Once you break free of that shit, man, I'm telling you, you're going to excel. Don't never keep no hate in your heart. If you're going to have hate in your heart, have it for the devil. Have it for these motherfucking pedophiles that's out here harming innocent children. Have it for the bitch ass motherfuckers that beat on their women, and not because they women don't cheated on them or don't had an affair on them. I'm talking about just motherfuckers that just want to use a woman. They had a bad day at work or something, or pissed off at someplace at somebody else, and they just want to go home and just use they woman as a boxing what you call them things? Yeah, just a punching bag is what I'm trying to say. I don't got no love or no respect for them. I got hate for them kinds. I got hate for the motherfucker that want to break up in your house and stick itself all up in your woman and stick itself up in your ass. I got hatred for that. That's evil. That's pure evil. I ain't never mad or looking down at the common thief. Somebody that's trying to survive, somebody that's in the gas station that's trying to steal them a sandwich or some chips because they ain't ate in 2 days. That's a difference. I would help that person. I'm talking about these evil motherfuckers that want to do evil to you. They don't want to see you have shit. They don't want to see you have nothing nice. And then, if look at XXXTentacion down there. First time I ever saw my kid cry, other than when he was a little infant, was when X was murdered. You can't have shit for niggas, man. And when I say nigga, I ain't got to say that. Fuck it. You can't have shit for certain niggas, man. That guy, man, X, man, I mean, I get it. He used to, do some fucked up shit too. But he rose to the occasion and became a millionaire. He signed a $10 million contract. He was a multi-millionaire, man. And he came from the gutter. And I applaud him and I salute him. But he lost his life to some ain't shit ass niggas that recognized his car, knew he had money. They ain't have shit. They was out there trying to rob. And he lost his life to them niggas. That's fucked up, saying my son, I'll never forget that day, June 18th, 2018. My son came in crying, saying, Dad, they shot X. And I only had heard his music that one time. And I thought it was crazy, my old ass. But that shit hurt me to see my son cry. That shit hurt me. Thank you, Baltimore James. That shit hurt me. I had to shut this live down if Saint want to do it. I had to shut this live down and do it through my MacBook Pro. But, to see him achieve what he did and to lose his life. Now, if I was X and I had that kind of money, I damn sure would have had my car armored. I would have had bulletproof windows and I would have hired armed security because that motherfucker that was in the car next to him, his so-called uncle, that motherfucker jumped out and ran and left his nephew. That wasn't his real nephew, though. But he jumped out, and they didn't have guns. X was a felon. He wasn't allowed to have a gun, I assume. But he should have had security. If I would have been there that day, and I know I would have had my motherfucking gun on me, I would have popped them motherfuckers. Saying I'm trying to rob X like that, I would have popped their ass. Let's go back. Let's go to Young Dolph. Jealousy and envy. That nigga, Yo Gotti, Didn't like the fact that Dolph didn't sign to his label, and it was jealousy and envy. Young Dolph wanted to be his own boss. He didn't want to be signed to nobody but himself. And look what they did to him. They killed him. Could he have had better security? Hell, fuck yeah. He could have had better security. His brother was acting as his security, but how you gonna man, come on. You got your back turned. You not even seeing these motherfuckers, jump out the car with that Draco. And he lost his life. Over what? Jealousy and envy. Okay? We got Mo 3. Now, rumor is that Mo 3 tried to have Yellow Beezy knocked off on the freeway. But Yellow Beezy survived that. So Yellow Beezy retaliated and put a hit back on him, and his hit was successful. That's what the word on the street is. Let's talk about Pop Smoke. Can't be on the internet. We got envious, jealous motherfuckers, and if they can get your location, they will try you. I wish Pop Smoke would have been armed. I wish he would have had armed security, and he'll probably still be here. Let's talk about PNB Rock. I wish that brother would have had security or a vest on or something. He lost his life. Let's talk about Takeoff. Takeoff should have took off. Takeoff should have never even went to a ratchet ass place like that, hanging around Jay Prince's son, where Jay Prince's son's parties are known for motherfuckers getting killed. So I wouldn't go to a Jay Prince Jr. party, even if I wouldn't go. So he shouldn't have been there. You a multi-million-dollar rapper. Why the fuck is you hanging around niggas at a wherever the fuck it was, at gambling? Nigga, you ain't got to gamble. You a multi-millionaire. Make the Let's talk about Nipsey Hussle was murdered on my birthday, March 31st, 2018, I believe. It was 2018 or either 2019. It's sad that when you make it to the utmost high in success, and you try to go back to the hood and look out, you try to pour back into the hood, where you come from, and that's a noble thing to do. But because of that, you lose your life. Once again, jealousy, envious. That motherfucker was mad because Nip didn't sign him, and Nip accused him of being a snitch. Nip should have been armed. Nip should have had armed security. When he gunned him down that first time, Nip probably would have survived. But when the nigga realized that Nip didn't have no security and when nobody shooting back at him, he went back for the kill. That's why it's important to have a gun on you or have somebody have security or something. But all that shit could have been avoided or could have turned out differently if they would have had on body armor or just been armed or not even been at that place at that time. You feel me? That's what's up, Saint. That sounds like a lot of fun. That's what's up. Damn. Anyway, damn, they was all signed to the same label. It's fucked up, man. It really is. It's especially the one that hit the most for me is because my son was a fan of X, man. Seeing my son balling out, crying and shit. And to see the video of him slumped over in that car, in that BMW i8, then he attracted attention to himself in the motherfucking BMW i8, which you got the right to drive whatever the fuck you want to drive. I mean, you don't work your ass off. You should enjoy the fruits of your labor, your success, all that money. You should enjoy it. But at the same time, that's your right to do it. But at the same time, you got to also realize that everybody that's watching you is not your fan. Everybody that's watching you is envy and jealousy. A lot of motherfuckers like to get close to you just to know your business and to figure you out, or find something on you so they can talk. They really don't like you. They really don't even fuck with you. We got a bunch of pretenders, bunch of fake motherfuckers. So you really can't let people get close to you like that. But you gonna always have somebody hating. You gonna always have somebody hating. Bottom line. So you need to know how to move. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to move. It's different levels to this. But yeah, man, I'm about to go on and jump off. Saint, if you want to go live, I can send you the link. I'm gonna have to get the laptop out and jump on StreamYard, and we can, it's up to you. Hey, baby, can you hear me? Bring me my drink. I thought you was gonna make me one.
I am about to make the chops you want.
Oh yeah, well go ahead and make them pork chops then. Yeah, put them chops on. I could chop on them motherfuckers. Put them chops on with that pasta, baby. Yeah. Anyway, Gun Freak Nation, much love to you. I'll probably go live again later. Hey, bless you. Bless you. I guess it's the way I grew up, man. I didn't know just how violent and deadly my hood was. I saw my first body like at 7, 8 years old. Guy tried to rob a dice game somebody was having in their garage, in their backyard. But one of the people that was gambling had a gun on him and got him. I'll never forget that. Yeah. I've been around a lot of violence that I didn't have nothing personally to do. Just the environment, a very violent environment. Hey, Jerry, turn that Medina shit. Turn that shit down before I get a copyright strike, nigga. Turn that shit down, man. Hey, Van.
He can't hear you.
Knock on that nigga door and tell him turn that shit down before I get a strike on my goddamn channel. Yeah, turn that shit down, man. That damn Madonna shit. Turn that damn shit down. Telling them to all over. That was the shit, though. I'm an old motherfucker. I remember that shit, that all over that motherfucker. But I ain't trying to get YouTubers an excuse to strike my motherfucking channel down. Just turn that Madonna shit off. Turn that motherfucker down, or I'm gonna be all over your ass, nigga. I'm making money right now. Shit. What up, though, Saint? But anyway, look. We like my brother Saint said, if you know better, you're gonna do better. If you know better, you're gonna fucking do better, right? And my brother AR American, my skinhead brother AR American, I'm gonna stop joking with you. I know you call yourself a skinhead yourself, but that don't give me the right to fuck with you, AR American. You truly is American, AR. You truly is American, brother. I remember when they took my channel from me 2 years ago because my channel got hacked. And then YouTube, when I got the channel back, YouTube took the channel from me. They took it down again because of the fuck shit that the hacker posted when he hijacked my channel. And I finally got my channel back. But guess who was there for me? AR American. I told him, I said, AR, I said, brother, I said, please put the word out that my channel been hacked. And guess what he did? He went out there and he did it, and he spread the message. So for that, brother, I'll forever be in debt. I'll forever love you, AR American. You a real one. A real one. And not no racist motherfucker either. Stop calling him racist. Stop saying he look like a skinhead or a Nazi or something. Because he's not. He's not. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. He's right. That's my brother. And if when the shit hit the fan, when these terrorists launch their attacks or whatever, these cartels or whatever, I will jump in the trench with that brother, AR American. And I know he would do the same motherfucking thing for me too. He would jump in the trenches with me too. That's called brotherhood. When you got true brotherhood, that's true love. That's real love right there. It don't matter what race you are, okay? It don't matter. When you got that real brotherhood like that, all that other bullshit, that's all it is. It's bullshit. Straight up bullshit. That's all it is. Fabricated bullshit. You know, envious, jealousy, hatred. Those are all insecurities. Insecure bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's something going on within yourself, so you're looking for a reason to point the finger and blame your problems on somebody else. So it's a personal thing that you need to get over. If you want to go into your kingdom of heaven, if you believe in heaven or whatever, or just have a peace of mind, you're going to open up your mind and open up your heart, and you can think better than that because you're more intelligent than that. Because a bunch of unhappy people, misery loves company. So a bunch of miserable, unhappy people love to congregate with other miserable people. They love to congregate. And then if they see your life going good, they hate on you. And that could be because you were black, or because you were a woman, or because you're gay, or whatever. They'll find a reason to hate on you because they're not happy with their own lives. That's all this shit stems from. And they'll use racism, they'll use classism, they'll use religion, they would use all that shit to justify it. And so many people lost, you know, like that the crazy right racist motherfucker that went in that grocery store and just gunned down all them elderly black women. He lost his mind to evil. He lost his fucking mind to evil, you know. Like the zebra killers. It was some black motherfuckers got together and they decided they wanted to kill white folks to make up, you know, for retaliation against slavery and shit. Something that happened 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, or whatever the fuck. But anyway, so they put together a murder squad where they had got a van and they was going around kidnapping white people, random white people that, you know, that wasn't even racist. For all I know, they just targeted them because they was white. And they would drag them in the van and they would torture those poor white folks and kill them. So that's just as fucked up. Look it up. I'm not making this shit up. It's a book. Yeah, it might be a movie about this shit. It's called The Zebra Killers. Look that shit up. It was real. They would even kidnap the white women, and I'm not gonna even, you know, YouTube. If I told you what them, you know, evil, racist, black racist savages did to that some of them white women that they dragged in that damn van, man, it would make you so fucking mad what they did. You have to go, and I ain't even trying to promote the book like that, but it's a book that's out there like that. So it's been some fucked up shit that each side has done to each other, man. And both of them is just as equally as wrong. We got to do better. Like my brother, my fam, Saint really say, if you know better, you will do better. If you know better, you're going to do better. We all got to excel. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with getting money. We already living in this corrupt world, so we got to have money now. We are all slaves to the system, man. Guess what? These lights, the furniture, all that, it takes money to get that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't be a slave to the system, you ain't shit. You're going to be homeless, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up. You a slave to the system. Oh, I'm not no slave. But don't go to work and see what happens. See what happens when DTE hit you up for your electricity bill, your utility bills, your water bill, your gas and lights, your rent, your mortgage. Oh, I own my house. Stop paying your taxes and see what happens when you stop paying the motherfucking taxes. We're all slaves, man. Every single one of us in this world. We all. We might not be that, you know, like how it was back in the day, but we modern slaves. So when they throw us a few straps off of their table, like the taking the passing that bill that makes suppressors into a regular accessory, you ain't got to go through the extortion fee of $200 and, you know, getting it paperwork and all that red tape bullshit. We ought to not be celebrating that. That's something that should have never happened in the first place. So you got people that shit on people like us, that think we just some, you know, just some peasants or something. That's our God-given right to defend ourselves. They should have never made something a muzzle device, you know, the Hearing Protection Act or whatever they want to call it. It shouldn't have never been strict like that in the first place. Why is these liberals, why do people just think crazy like that? But somebody told me a long time ago, you can't expect you to be in everybody else. So people got their way of thinking, man. And they can be dangerous. They anti-gun, but I notice a lot of them don't mind having armed security around them. But they want to talk down on us and say we shouldn't have certain guns. Some of them is bold enough to even want to ban guns altogether. Try to at least ban them if it was up to them. We can't let that shit fly. I can't let you're crazy, malevolent, benevolent, Ray out there in Wally World to Oz. I can't let that way of thinking put me in a bad situation where I can't defend my family. I can't go on like that. So you got people that think we just some crazy gun freaks. We are. We love our 2A rights. We love our guns. We gonna always be gun freaks. Remember that. But the thing of it is that separates us from you. If you ain't got your own security, you probably got a gun. I guarantee you, the same motherfuckers that's so anti-gun got a gun themselves. They just don't want to see us with guns or certain types of guns. You know, a lot of motherfuckers is hypocrites, you know, and they push that shit because they think that's what people, you know, you can't trust no fucking politician. Because they always gonna tell you what the fuck they think you want to hear, and they gonna fuck you. And that's why I had it with the Democrats and the motherfucking Republicans. I'm neither one of them motherfuckers. You know why? Because it's part of the fucking system. It all depends on who gonna fuck you the hardest. But you wanna get fucked by either one of them. Shit. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to jump off. It's been a good time, man. We had a funky good time. I'm about to jump into, finish up some of these beats and shit. You feel me? Saint, that's what's up, baby. I'm buying so many 2A tools this year. One play at a time. Hey, Saint, let me know when you're ready to go live. Let me know when you are ready to go live. I'm gonna take a little break. I got my baby down there making some pork chops. Give me a little bit gun freak juice, and then I'll probably go live again once I'm done eating. That's what's up. Do something different. You got to have it, baby, at all times. You feel me? Oh shit! We got LB Eastwood in the motherfucking building. We got the Eastwoods in the building. Hey, baby! Baby! We got Eastwood in the building. Yeah, we got Eastwood in the motherfucking building. Salute to Eastwood. Eastwood. What's good, man? I'm gonna have to Eastwood, you're gonna have to jump in when I'm on StreamYard and I throw that link up. You know what I'm saying? We got the West Coast in the house. Eastwood, LB Eastwood representing the West Coast, y'all. We, Gun Freak Nation, man. We really international, to be honest. You feel me? We really international in this motherfucker. But shout out to you and your wife, Nina Rouse. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you and Nina Rouse, Eastwood. Wait a minute, what up? You said, do something different. You said, what's up with Texas and that Islamic city out there? I appreciate it, Eastwood. I appreciate it. Was you there Saturday when I did the Rate Your Guns? I'm gonna do another Rate Your Guns real soon too. So Eastwood, if you got some of them funky town senders, send them to me and I'll showcase them. If you don't, it's up to you. But I'm gonna do another Rate Your Guns real soon, probably the next week or so. So start sending the pictures. You feel me? But we got Eastwood in the motherfucking house. Salute to you. Salute to everybody that's up in this motherfucker. Salute to everybody that's, I appreciate y'all. We about getting money. Okay? We about getting money and getting our guns to protect our money. First and foremost, to protect our families. And then our properties or whatever, our valuables. You know what I'm saying? That family come first. Over everything. Family over everything. But we got to be the ones to hold it down and be armed from these crazy motherfucking demonic ass fucking savages that's running rampant. It ain't just here in my city in Detroit. It's all over the motherfucking world. And you got to be ready at all fucking times. You understand? Fuck all that racism shit. Fuck all that religious shit. Fuck all that political shit, man. Like I said before, all three of those were tools to divide us. Once you get that shit cleared out your system, man, you're going to feel like, reborn. You hear me? You're going to feel, I'm looking, I'm trying to be better. I know I can do better once I know better. And I do just want to be a better version of myself. I want to be a better version of myself. And I'm trying to excel. But it's hard to do that in a world full of haters, in a world full of people that act like they cool with you, but they really low-key hating on you, envy of you, jealous of you. You got to realize that's the type of world that we are living in, where you think somebody can be your best friend and they turn on you. They talk about you behind your back. That's the type of world that we live in. That's why I say you got to be content with yourself, with your life, and you got to have a fuck you mentality. Because I don't give a fuck what another motherfucker, opinion of me is or what they think of me. I can care less. Because it's not paying my motherfucking bills or putting food in my fridge. You understand? So I don't give a fuck. I don't give two fucks. I really don't. And y'all should be that way too. You know what I'm saying? But we got my brother Saint. We got all my moderators. I got all my paid motherfucking subscribers, and I got beats coming for y'all real soon, my paid members. I got you, okay? I got you. I love you, and I got you, and I love all y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to jump off. I'm about to, these beautiful, sexy, pork chops, man. The aromas in the air. She's down below, she getting them, yeah. I can smell it, y'all, and it's making me really motherfucking hungry. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tear these motherfucking chops up. Then I'm gonna tear her chops up later tonight. If you know what I mean. Later tonight, I'm gonna tear into her motherfucking chops, and then I may go live again. You understand? But Saint, let me know when you are available, my brother, to do another live. Hell, I'll shut this bitch down and fire it up right now. If you're not too busy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be eating my motherfucking pork chops. I like the steak sauce on my pork chops. Yeah. And then I don't know if y'all got chicken crack, but it's some shit you can buy at the grocery store here called chicken crack. And that motherfucker, I'm telling you, that bitch is so delicious. With that chicken crack on it, that might just be a local Michigan or a Detroit thing, but you dip your shit in that chicken crack, and that motherfucker have you hooked on it like it's some real motherfucking crack. You understand? So baby, it smells like the chicken crack. Is it the chicken crack? Or did you whip the seasoning up? Babe, you use chicken crack? Okay, you mix it. Okay, the mix is good. It smells like chicken crack. But yeah, much love to y'all. This has been very interesting. Like I say, I'm cutting back on doing the actual videos, and I'm going to do more lives. You know what I'm saying? In the chat room got a little bit heated, but hey, it's okay to agree to disagree. We don't always have to be, agreeing with each other. The main goal is staying righteous, staying armed, and, staying out the way of the devil that's out there. Because it's somebody, I'm going to tell you something right now, somebody out there right now that wouldn't have a problem unaliving you, taking your life. And it can be over the most stupidest, dumbest thing ever. And shit will escalate. I know y'all heard about that the Checkers shooting where it was an altercation that happened in the drive-thru and over an order. And the person that worked at Checkers, which is formerly known as Rally's, they jumped out the motherfucking window, pulled a gun, and unalived this guy that was trying to eat his chicken nuggets after they had a dispute over the order. What the fuck? So this person is unalived over an argument over a restaurant food order that was ordered in the drive-thru. He lost his life because the worker felt so disrespected. He had to jump out the window and pull his gun and gun that poor guy down while he was trying to eat his chicken nuggets. That's fucked up. Not only did he lose his life, but the worker at the Checkers, his life is gone. Some people should not own a firearm. If you can't check if you cannot put your emotions in check, you don't need to have a gun. Because you're gonna go out there and you're gonna do harm to somebody because you don't lost your temper. That's not what having a concealed carry license. It doesn't give you the right to pull your gun out of anger, because that's gonna get you killed, or you're gonna have to kill somebody when you do that, when you produce that motherfucker. And you only produce it when you feel like your life is in imminent danger. Not because of no road rage shit like the bullshit that I did a few years back. Man, my nose, my shit congested like a motherfucker. Much love to you. I appreciate every single one of y'all for tuning in. Yeah, Rallies was the shit. I still like they my favorite milkshake from Rallies was the strawberry banana. Okay, well, Saint, hit me up, man. Text me or something. Let me know what's up. Let me know what's popping. I don't lost my motherfucking train of thought. These motherfucking pork chops is smelling so good. The air is thick, baby. The aroma is, man. I know the kittens, all them kittens down there got to be going crazy on your ass. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to tap off. I appreciate y'all for coming through, and much love. Gun Freak Nation, listen, y'all stay armed, stay responsible with your firearms, stay righteous, and be ready to send that funky ass savage to Funky Town. And once again, shout out to the Eastwoods. We got the Eastwoods in the building, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching the Eastwoods. I actually met the Eastwoods through my other brother, Mac Ken. You know what I'm saying? And I've been watching Mac Ken's live streams since 2017. Me and my girl, we was kicking it. Me and my woman, we was laid up in bed, chilling and shit. And we was on the PlayStation 4, I believe. This is before the PlayStation 5 came out, right? See, what a lot of people, let me say this. I'm going to tell y'all something. The PlayStation 4 is better than the PlayStation 5 because with the PlayStation 4, if you had a camera, you can go live and from the console. So you can't do that shit with the PS5 because it originally was intended for niggas to be playing their games and shit, right? But when niggas realized they can go live from their house, from their crib, man, you was seeing any and every motherfucking thing on that motherfucker. I don't see people fucking. I don't see just all kind of crazy shit on that motherfucker, and that's why they didn't do that shit for the PlayStation 5. But when the PlayStation 4 dropped November 2013, I got it December 2013 for my son. And when I got that camera, well, before I got the camera because I think I had got the VR for it. But anyway, we was watching something. It was called Live from PlayStation, right? And I'm telling you, that motherfucker was lit. You got to remember, keep in mind, this is 2013. This is before Instagram. This is before Facebook. Before you can go live on Facebook, you couldn't even go live. Facebook in 2013 didn't even have that option where you can go live. So you didn't have. Niggas still kind of was fucking with MySpace a little bit, but you still couldn't go live. So think about this. So when niggas got a PlayStation 4, and you can, once you hook that camera up, you can go live. You can go live. I know that shit ain't no big deal, no, but back in 2013, that was the only motherfucker that was doing that shit. Facebook hadn't even started doing live, so you can go live from it. So what it did was unknowingly it created a community of people where people was going to each other's lives and shit. I was going to certain people's lives, but let me fast forward to 2017. Me and my woman, we chilling. And we on live from PlayStation, and we went across this black girl with cowboy boots on, singing country music. So looking at that, I said, that's different. And we started watching. And her name turned out to be Roxy. That was the first person that I saw. And she was in front of the camera and she was singing a country song. And she had the cowboy boots on. And then I noticed that it was a dude, a guy, on the couch, knocked the fuck out, sleep. And that was my brother, Matt Ken. I've been watching that brother since 2017. I've been on his live one time, and that's when I was showing him in Tennessee my gun collection video, and I had that motherfucker shut down because you don't supposed to be holding, guns, weapons on the live. So, his channel got shut down because of me. Well, it didn't get shut down, but they cut it. You know what I'm saying? They ended that live. But yeah, so through me watching Matt Can, I met a lot of other people through him, like watching their channels through him. And Eastwood is one of them. And I always have thought that they was cool people. They're a couple, and they dope as fuck. They cool as fuck. And, anytime when you want to come on the live, Eastwood, you and Nina Ross, I'll drop that link and talk about whatever, But anyway, y'all, I've been on here long enough. The chops is done. And, damn, I wouldn't pay no $300 for that PS3 that looked like a humidifier. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. The PlayStation 4 created a whole community, and it was dope. And I still got my PS4. I still got it. My son got the PS5. I got the Xbox Series X, but I don't even play that motherfucker. All them bitches got dust on them, man. I got games that I bought that I have not even played. One of them is that new, well, it was new, was it Dead Rising? What's that zombie game, man? Fuck, Dead Island. I never played that. It's so many of them, man. And I ain't even beat the Saints Row yet. That new remake they did. Not a remake, but it was a new Saints Row that came out 2 years ago. I bought it. I think it was like $70. Haven't played it. That was 2 years ago. I got the only games I play. I like when Call of Duty come out. I gotta play that campaign. Now I did not care for Black Ops 6. Some of the missions was dope, but I don't want to fucking play a Call of Duty where I got to be constantly, figuring out puzzles, solving puzzles and clues and all that shit. Nigga, I just want to run and gun. Okay? Leave all that shit out. That's why I did not like Black Ops 6, man. It was just like some of the missions was okay, but I'm waiting on the new Battlefield, and I'm waiting on the new Grand Theft Auto that's coming out next year, I believe. And I never beat a Grand Theft Auto. When I played my very first Grand Theft Auto, it was Vice City. I had it on the PlayStation 2. Then I got San Andreas. I didn't beat that one either. Then I got the one that came, was it Gay Tony? I never had that one, but I got, what is it? Is it GTA 5, GTA 4, whatever the fuck it is? Anyway, I got that one. Never beat it. But every Saints Row game that I played, I beat them motherfuckers. I always like Saints Row better because it's more comical, it's over the top, and it ain't too serious. But I'll probably still grab Grand Theft Auto when it do drop. I'm hearing that it's gonna be like $300 though when it come out. It's gonna be like $300 or $400 when it drop. And guess what? That motherfucker still gonna sell out. That's how many people that fuck with it love it, But anyway, what new guns that's out that y'all got on y'all list that you thinking about maybe purchasing. What Funky Town centers you guys and gals got on y'all list? Destro, you still got your gold PS4? That's what's up. Okay, Midwest Rifleman, you want the Beretta M9? Okay. KS47 by PSA. You know what? I was thinking about getting a lower and getting the from MCS Gear Up, get the 5-inch upper, and yeah, on Netflix. If you a Grand Theft Auto gamer rated on GTEC, watch The Place Beyond. The Pines is what Grand Theft Auto 6 inspired from the good. Oh shit, that's what's up. PSA AR-15 pistol, 11-inch. That's what's up. The new Canix. All right. Canix is getting up there though with their prices though, man. I remember when Canix first came out, they was reasonable. You know, now I'm seeing guns by them. They want like 700-800 more than what a Glock is, more than what a SIG is now. Who they think they is? Okay, Grand Theft Auto 6 will be based on our area T. Oh, that's what's up. What's up, nephew? I didn't know you was in the building. I have the KS47 pistol in 7.62. Okay, Florida Keys. I want either a PDW or a 10mm PCC. You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of missed my Chris Vector. I had a Chris Vector that was chambered in 10mm, and I knew it was the more powerful one between the 45 ACP. But I like the look of the 45 ACP because that was like the special edition one where it came with the longer barrel and it's got the actual like barrel shroud. So that's the only reason why I kept it, even though I know that the 10mm knock a big ass bear on its ass. But I let that, you know, I sold the 10mm, but I kind of regret selling it because it's a fucking Chris Vector in 10mm, and you don't see too many of those vectors in 10mm. You usually see them in 9 or 45. Hey, go for it. Get that KS47, man. Palmetto State Armory. Palmetto State Armory is quality, man. Palmetto State Armory killing the game. You know, you getting quality firearms at a very reasonable price. You know what I'm saying? Very inexpensive. But by them being inexpensive, it doesn't mean that they're not excluding quality from their products. Now I can see myself getting that X57 when it dropped. I can see myself getting that X57 because currently your boy T, I don't have no firearms in 5.7 no more. I sold my PS90. I sold my Banshee. I sold the P50. And I've been sold that rock. So I'm thinking that I might get me another rock 5.7 because I'm not letting go of my ammo. I still got them black dragon tips for the 5.7. I'm not letting because I don't have a current gun that shoot that caliber. I'm not selling that ammo, letting that ammo go. I'm keeping that. I'm probably going, right now PSA got them Funky Town Centers Rock 5.7. I saw one for $330. I don't know why I didn't buy that motherfucker. I should have bought that bit. And right now, they got a motherfucking dagger, which is a Glock clone. That motherfucker was like $269. Man, I can buy that motherfucker with my motherfucking Sazzle. My Sazzle account can pay that. That means I only got to pay about $30 or something down if I'm using Sazzle shit. So, but I'm looking at that I'm looking at the X5. I'm looking at the X57 when they come out. You know, that's supposed to be their version of the MP7. So I'm selling a lot of my guns, but I'm not completely over guns. I never will. I always will have love for them. I just got tired of doing dumb shit. I got tired of buying a $2,000 gun and that motherfucker just sit and collect dust. And then I only take it out and shoot it just one time. And so, you know, that phase is over. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm not going to buy no more. Like I said, I might get that X57. And then they get that Stizzer. Is it Stizzer? Stizer? It's an AKV, but it ain't got the regular banana magazine. You know, it's a 9mm, but this got this motherfucking tube, man. This round fucking tube that's a fucking magazine that you put your dime bills in, right? And then you just snap it into your AKV. It look like that motherfucking gun that's in Call of Duty. It's called the Stizer, or whatever it is. I thought about getting that. I'm like, nah, I wouldn't like that because I like to be able to grip my shit real good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no good grip on that the way that is, you know? But I'm more than likely gonna get me another Rock 5.7, but I am kind of waiting on the X57. You know, they got the X9, they got the one that shoot 9mm, and then they got the X57, which, you know, if I'm gonna get one between it'd be that motherfucker, that X57. I sell one of my guns to get that gun. You did, because I don't like spending my personal stash of cash. You did. So, but anyway, some of my guns I'll never get rid of, like that Draco right there, that Michael Draco, the custom Michael Draco. Never getting rid of that Vector. Never getting rid of that. The Mac 5 is on the chopping block. I'm keeping the KSG because I got too many motherfucking mini shells. So I gotta keep that motherfucker. The PDX 5.56 on the chopping block. Glil Ace possibly on the chopping block. I might sell my Glock 23 Gen 5 with the alien night sights on it. I might let that go, and then take that money and get that dagger that they got up there at PSA for like $269. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh, and my Tavoy, I don't think I can let that Tavoy go either. You know. Hell no, I don't miss that 10mm Glock. You know why I don't miss that motherfucking 10mm Glock? Because that motherfucker almost broke my motherfucking wrist. People's like, well, T, you need to continue to go to the range and shoot with it so you get used to it. I said, nah, I ain't trying to get used to that kind of fucking recoil. And that's the reason why I got the 40 cal now. It ain't as recoil heavy as that 10mm though. But you know what? I'm about to downgrade and get rid of that Glock 23 and get a Glock 19. Or either a dagger. Fuck Glock. I want to get a dagger because it's a hell of a lot cheaper. When you can get them all day for $300. I mean, they got the frame for $49. You know, so I'm gonna get a dagger. It's basically a Glock clone. They just made it better. It's a Glock clone that's better than the real fucking gun. You know, so I'm gonna get me a dagger. I'm gonna let that Glock 23 go, and I'm gonna get me a 19. I mean, not the 19, but get me a dagger, which is a 19 clone. That's what I'm gonna get, and I'll probably get me another Rock 5.7, but I won't. I shoot 9mm a lot better because if you in a shit hit the fan situation where you defending your life, you want to be on target. You don't want to be all over the place. You don't want to hit nobody innocent. You don't want to be all over the place. You want to land on target. You want to stay on target. And the only one that don't have recoil that's suitable, 9mm or either 5.7. Because 5.7 is like a 22. You ain't going to have no motherfucking recoil on it. A lot of people don't think 5.7 is a good self-defense round. I beg to differ. Because for something that fast, a projectile that fucking fast, going to do severe damage just from the impact. Okay? Just the impact, just the shock wave, all of the energy that's being dumped into your body. It's going to fuck you up. So never say 5.7 is not good for self-defense ammo. And at the end of the day, a 22 long rifle will get the job done. You just gotta, it's all about shot placement. You hit somebody center mass, they don't have on body armor, I don't give a fuck if it's a 22. It's over. You hit somebody in the middle of their dome, they immediately gonna drop. If you hit right there, they immediately gonna drop. You're gonna incapacitate them. So at the end of the day, it's all about shot placement. Because if you get nicked on the arm by a 45 or a 357 or a 10 mil, guess what? You nicked. You don't got, your arm is nicked. You know what I'm saying? But if you get hit in the heart, in the brain, by 22, hey, it's a wrap. That's gonna be your last day on Earth. Yeah. Matter of fact, 22 long rifles is even scarier to me than some of these big caliber projectiles. And the reason why I say that is because that little motherfucker, when it hits you, that little motherfucker gonna zigzag all throughout your motherfucking body. It's gonna bounce around all through your body, zigzag. That's a surgeon's motherfucking nightmare. So many people, X, that I brought up earlier tonight, he was took out by a fucking 22 long rifle. That's why I said I wish X would have had like his, body armored car and bulletproof rentals where he could have just like buy motherfuckers. Cause that little shit, that little 22 long rifle wasn't gonna go through shit. If his shit would have been body armored up and bulletproof glassed up. Took that kid's life. That kid was only 20 years old. 20 years old. And because you got some ain't shit, don't want to work, hating ass, envious ass niggas that want to go out and rob and steal instead of try to thrive and survive, they want to go out and take it by force. Everything that kid worked hard for, down the drain when they took his life over $50,000. They took his life. Made, them motherfuckers ain't worth the air that they breathe. I firmly believe that if you take somebody's life violently, that you should forfeit your own life. Yeah. If you take somebody's life violently, I believe that you should forfeit your own life. But yeah, you got a whole lot of ain't shit animals. Well, I ain't gonna call them that because animals don't behave like these savages out here doing the devil's, work. Y'all stay armed out here. I love you. Gun Freak Nation. Much love and salute to the Eastwoods. Appreciate you. That's what's up, Malfunction. I appreciate y'all. You hear me? Salute y'all. I'm out.